morning, Heather. Thank you for joining us today. How are you?
I'm doing great. How are you?
Great. We look forward to having you on Thursday, July 16th for our COVID-19 and autism webinar. Why do you think that this is going to be such an important webinar for members of the community to attend?
Well, I think it's very important for several reasons. And one of the main reasons that I see this resonating is, what is the difference between a autism and what's the difference between a vaccine injury? And is there a difference? On the basis of law, there is a difference. In the basis of the medical community, there is a difference. And I think as a whole, they have been merged to where it's almost indistinguishable. And I think it's very important as a whole for the professional community in law and education and medical professions to know the difference so that they can actually treat the differences and have a differentiation between what is really needed as the main issue.
Interesting perspective. And for all our attendee profile attendees that will be attending in terms of law enforcement, behavioral health specialists, people from the medical community, what do you think what type of toolbox items do you think they will be able to walk away with?
Well, what I'm hoping is that we can come to a dialogue with all the interdisciplinary, the fortitude from each discipline, and actually understand and look at the phrase safe and effective. It's a catchphrase for us all. Is it legal? What has the Supreme Court said about safe and effective? On what basis have they had? And especially going into COVID, are there parts of our demographics that potentially this may not be safe and effective? And those questions are very viable. They're very relatable. And while the term vaccine injury is a legal term, it's still very contentious in all disciplines because it's been, I would say, misconstrued in a lot of ways. And I think we all need to join together on what vaccine injury really is and what it is not.
Wow, that's very interesting. Well said. Well, thank you for joining us, and we look forward to having you participate in full dialogue on July 16th, and we look forward to seeing you then.
Thank you.
Well said, Heather.